What's up, guys? OG2K here, and we came out in a random play because I ran out of time. So we're in a random play, and we give up a one-play touchdown. So that is a bad way to start the game out. You know how the timer runs out when you're picking your play. I wasn't able to come out and nickel 2-4, so um yeah, it is what it is for that. But at least we get to show you guys the offense again here. So let's get into that. Oh, we're gonna burst with Rice. Is Rice out? Rice looks like he's out. If you guys don't know, I came out with my ebook. We go over exactly how I speed burst just like that. Exactly my entire Miami Dolphins offense. By the way, we come out and piss the Deuce close every play. We have the best runs in the game. We have a solution for every single defense. So, base blocking is what we do. Yep, everything is set. Let's actually, we scored 2 touchdowns in the first 10 seconds. His first play and my first play were both touchdowns. So let's try and slow this thing down and really play a good game here. By the way, if you guys did get the ebook, I really do appreciate it. You guys showed so much support on that. That is absolutely awesome, and I'm very, very, happy with how it turned out for the first day. So thank you guys a ton for. Okay, is he gonna score again? Thank you guys a ton for showing some love there, and all the kind words you guys have, said about it. I really do appreciate it. Here we just gotta stop the run, and I can't get on my user, so it looked like he was gonna pitch it. I don't know what he was doing there, but I gotta get onto my user. I don't know what my defense is doing right now. Let's just get onto him. Okay, and now he has a blocker that picks me up, and he's gonna score a touchdown unless Porter gets him. Nice, man. We like to preach that we play bend but don't break, but we're really breaking here. So bring our safeties down. Okay, and this guy's bursting too, so I gotta bring my safeties down, man. I think that'll be the trick to this. Bring my safeties down, beautiful. If he runs, his running back is tired. Okay, he runs a QB run this time, and he's out. I don't know what, and he celebrates. So this guy's playing pretty good offense. Yeah, I just gotta take the run away, and then from there we'll be able to beat him. But take the run away and then take verticals away, and he's gonna have a hard time. All right, so in the offense here, we come out in halfback dive every single play. From dive, we look, is the RPO there? It looks like we're just gonna try dive on the first play. That's what we do, and then from there we test other things out. But when we score the first play, with Mostert, 99 speed running back, I think it's his last day being 99 speed, which is very unfortunate. I should have celebrated on him there because he celebrated on me. But again, speed burst full tutorial with the controller on the screen. It's very detailed write-ups in the ebook that it will be in the link in the description and in the pinned comment. So also, me and Hexseed are on a server where we answer questions and help you guys with your team, gameplay stuff, anything like that. We're gonna get into running tournaments later on there, but yeah, we really built up a really solid community. I'm really loving all the support you guys have been showing. So okay, he's in trips. Move that top safety out so that the two closest DBs to the sideline are not the hard flat. So again, those two closest DBs to the sideline are going to get blocked on the RPO. So you want that to not be the hard flat, because the hard flat is going to be who is responsible for guarding the RPO. Here he's rolling out. We have the flat defender there, and we got to contain. He's got RG3. I don't know if it's the top 100 one or the free one, the non-top 100 one, but we got to just play solid ball here. Watch for any short routes. He's chewing the clock. Okay, he's going tight end post. Take that away. He's throwing it anyways. Ooh, okay. Pitts, I'm pretty sure that's the blitz one. He's upgraded. Today is the last day for blitz, I'm pretty sure. So by the time you guys see this, it might be gone already. But yeah, the blitz cards were really a lot of fun to use. So I'm gonna miss them, but yeah, it's whatever. So there he just hits me on the sideline. I'm the cloud flat that outside corner. It's really boiling down to the run defense and containing the QB, and I haven't been able to do that in this game. That's why he's been having success. Okay, he goes corner there. Banks is there, and he drops the pick. That is what we do on defense. The 4 double or nothings on the D line. We also break this all the way down in the ebook. The 4 double or nothing's really shed. We come out and cover 3 cloud every play, and we just really make good switch sticks. And I'm not able to get on my user when he's quick snapping me sometimes. So that's been happening with the run. And I just got to really prioritize setting the other adjustments and then getting on my user immediately because he's making me pay for it. So I mean, my offense is going to play perfect, but if he's going to score every drive, it's going to put a lot more pressure on me. So you definitely want to be able to get a stop, or he might run QB blast here now because he ran it the last time. Be on the lookout for that. Okay, I'm pretty sure he is because he motioned this guy over here. Okay, then he just runs inside zone. We were there, but we made a bad dive. So he's playing a real chess match with the run game, and it's pretty frustrating. But we have to just bounce back, continue to play our game, score easily, and then take away the scramble. If my contain isn't taking the scramble away, maybe I'll put a QB spy out there. But we're really gonna test every single adjustment that we could possibly do to make this as hard as possible for him to score. If he's gonna take his underneath routes, that's fine with me. If he's gonna, try and push the ball down the field, that's also fine. But eventually, we're gonna be able to switch stick him. I know we did really switch stick him, but we dropped the pick, so I mean that happens too sometimes. Okay, Mostert is going to be out for another touchdown. This is the best run in the game. This is the best run in the game, guys. It's borderline like I don't even know, like it is just the best run I've ever used. I'm an off meta player. I'm very creative with my schemes, I like to think, and this, I have to say, this scheme is probably one of the best, easily the best scheme I've ever came up with. I came up with this scheme in the beta. I went through every play and every playbook, and I loved the split close pro motion wheel. And then also in college football, when that game was out, I like to run single back deuce close. So I saw that Miami Dolphins had pistol deuce close, and then I figured out once you could speed boost in this game that makes that halfback dive really good. So that's exactly how I figured out that this scheme is like amazing in this game. And then the corner routes are obviously really good. I ran those corners in CFB, but yeah, so it's really fun to play off meta because a lot of the people don't really care about stopping the run. They care about like just like the meta stuff, like bunch setups and stuff like that. There he throws directly at me. He swats it though. On 4th down, we are going to go to cover 2 and make sure that everything is taken away by, we are going to get creative with a couple man ups here. And what this will do, we're going to contain his QB strong hand side because he loves to roll out. Okay, take away the drag. Woods, no, Pitts is just too fast, man. I mean, at least we got him in a 4th down. Pitts is fighting too. So, I mean, yeah, his team is really good, man. I hate to say it, but he's probably got a better team than me at this point. So, I mean, when he's got RG3 out there and then he's got Pitts, it's going to be tough to stop him. So, just got to continue to try our best. There he goes, corner. Bates is there, and Bates doesn't jump. That's pretty frustrating there, too. So, that's about 3 reads this game that really should have been picked. But unfortunately, my players haven't been animating the greatest, and that is a problem with this game. A lot of the DBs don't really animate, so let's shoot the run here. He's probably going to run. He's not. He's going tight end streak and tackle. Okay, that's fine. We're going to call timeout so that we could possibly get the ball back, and it's really no, like, we don't want him to be able to chew this thing out, so that's exactly why. But yeah, he's probably going to run inside zone or QB power here, so be on the lookout for that. Okay, he doesn't. He throws directly at me, so this guy's made some questionable choices when he's putting the ball in the air. He's probably going to run it here if I have to guess then, because he did not do good. Yep, it's exactly what happened. We shot the run perfectly. That's exactly how we shoot the trips tight end run. By any means, we're not playing good defense, but if we could hold him here, that would be amazing. So contain his QB strong hand side, take away anything quick over the middle. Okay, running back, tight end, Everything's taken away, and he throws it right to me. Beautiful. Let's see if McCollum could get out. No, we can't. But you know what? We're playing perfect offense. We finally got our stop in the red zone. That's what we do. We play perfect offense. Bend but don't break defense until they make a mistake. So it'll get real tough to score down there when I have my run shoots figured out. I know all your combos pretty much, and it just gets really tough sometimes. So again, we're going to run dive until he stops it. Right there, he had like a weird shed. But we're still able to get some yards. We'll take our 8 yards. You saw that 3 rushes for about 128. That is unbelievable. Also, this scheme isn't one-dimensional. We also have a very good RPO out of this, and we also have very good, passing concepts. But if they're not going to stop the easy stuff, then I'm not going to go to the hard, not the hard stuff, but I'm not going to switch it if it's working. So essentially, if it's not broken, don't fix it. By the way, we have the best routes in the game in this formation with these stem down corner routes to the wide side. Notice how they beat really man and zone. It beat the zone there, but he held on, he played good defense for long enough till the blitz came in. It's not the route being bad, it's just the fact that the blitz came in by the time my route was open. Now here, he's only got 2 DBs on the right, so we're going to just run this and see. He's not going to switch stick, so we'll just throw that post. Good. And we're going to go hurry up here so that we don't have to call our timeout. If we just let the play run out and then we go to the menu and pick our play, there would be an acceleration clock feature. But since we go hurry up, it'll be a little bit better than any of that stuff happening. And we also want to be able to save our last timeout, so that's kind of why we did not call it there. This combo is very good at replacing the middle of the field and taking his user away if he does choose to guard any other route. So here we just take the tight end, see if we could get to the sideline. We can't. We're going to have to call timeout. And we're going to see if we could push the ball down the field. If we have to take 3, we'll take 3. But I'd like to give myself a chance here by having some deep routes out there. And we are going to do that by having a deep curl. A lot of the time we'll think it's a streak and then a cover 2 beater on the right side of the field that perfectly work there. And that'll do the trick for me. We're going to score. Notice how I took a little bit of extra time to get in the end zone so that it gives him less time when he's on offense. Now that was just amazing game management, amazing defense, and then amazing last play on offense there. So let's see if we could get another stop on this guy and put this thing away here. All right, we gotta be mindful of the run and the deep passes. So make sure that we move our safeties around, put cloud flats out there, deep half that top right safety. Make sure that that seam streak is covered. Every vertical route. Okay, you might go to the running back. We switch stick onto it, and the pressure comes in. So that's what's going to happen in nickel 2-4. It's going to be organic pressure. That means just like you're not going to get like a guy to come in free. I mean, you will, but most of the time it's going to be a shed. So, I mean, that's the way to play defense, honestly. So there he's going to the crosser. We're using it. Could have been a pick, but if we continue to do the right thing, eventually something will go my way. Okay, that guy's in a weird zone. Make sure we deep half him again. Make sure everything's taken away. And if he gets thrown out of sack again here, and if we somehow get pressure on him, he's going to punt. So he's going to take this to the second half. We're going to go back with Porter to see if we could return this, but I doubt Porter's going to have. I probably should have came out and punt return, but it's whatever. So let's go to the second half and see what we can do. All right, so like a lot of you guys like may not like the play style, and I understand that, but when you guys are playing these professional tournaments, professional games, you're going to want to do what works. And if you want to be a winner, it sometimes takes run plays instead of pass plays. I know it may not be fun, but a lot of people, they don't know how to stop the runs, and it's really fun to play like this because a lot of teams in real life do it too. You'll see like in real life, if you're watching an NFL game, even the Bills, like my favorite team, they have the best QB in my opinion, Josh Allen, which is obviously biased, but whatever, it's besides the point. They're going to run the ball. The Bills run the ball now because they've maybe lost a couple playoff games, and now they're thinking, okay, we just got to do what it takes to win now. And that's what it comes down to in Madden too, when all this money's on the line. I get if you're playing ranked and you're trying to have fun, you want to like, play, pass and have fun. That's great. but I want to be able to learn learn how to beat every single defense, running and passing, and that'll give me a real advantage against certain opponents. So that's exactly why I put all this work into schemes like this. And yeah, so right here we just take the tight end on the RPO. I don't know why the slot got blocked. I think it was just because he was closer to that receiver who was blocking on that RPO, but most of the time the outside corner will get blocked on that side of the RPO. And then on the read key side of it, the first helmet outside of our tackle is going to be the read key. So he's going to play the run or the run, the QB run or the running back run. And then he's not going to play the pass. So say they have like a linebacker with the R icon above his head, that is going to take him out of the play, and they won't have a guy to stop the pass portion of the RPO. So I mean, if he's going to stay in the same defense, we're getting those two linebackers blocked up the middle. We're just going to run this every single play. And since it's just lining up this way, we're going to turn chew clock on because we're starting to get towards the end of the game here. These ranked games, 4-minute quarters, 40-second play clock. If you want to get in the top 100, you're going to have to manage these games out. And this is how you do it. You chew the clock when you're up and when you got a run play that's going to work. So this scheme is perfect for it, man. And even though we get tackled there, it's probably better that we got tackled than scoring, because we're going to have a run play that'll get you a few yards every time. You're going to know what defense they're in and what run is going to work. It's problem solving 101. And that's what we call it. We call it problem solving, like math problems. You got to see what goes wrong, and then you got to see how do we fix it in the future. What kind of adjustments do we make? Like, are we going to ID their user, on-target their user, maybe if a defensive lineman's coming in free and their user in close to the D line? Are we going to run the RPO to the right? Are we going to run it to the left? And why? Are we going to audible the I-form close so that we have numbers to a certain side? That's the kind of stuff that we do on offense. And since we have the lead, it's going to be super easy to win this game here because, yeah, he's playing great offense, and that's cool, but even though he's throwing picks here and there and we're dropping them, we're going to still chew the clock out, because at the end of the day, the chances of me being able to run the ball successfully are higher than the chances of me maybe catching my pick on defense most of the time. And that's just how Madden plays. So sometimes take advantage of chew clock, other times don't. It's going to be situational. This play is very good, by the way. This is going to have a super fast running back flat on the triangle receiver or the running back, and then we have backside routes around it. See how it just beats man there. And we're gonna go down here at the 2. You don't want to go down like right at the first down marker there, because then you'll need to get like right at the 1 to get that first down. So go down at the 2, and then like you could just go down at like the 3 or the 4 the next play or wherever. Like here we go down at the 2 again, so that we could maybe run it on like 3rd or 4th, or not 4th, because we're going to take our 3 if we get there. But on 3rd down, if it gets to that point, we'll run the ball in. But since this guy celebrated on me, we're really giving him like this treatment here. So here he calls timeout. I don't hate the timeout. I just would have liked to call, if I was him, I would have called the timeout earlier so that the 2-minute warning was used as an actual timeout, really. Here it really wasn't, because he didn't yeah, he called timeout and it was used as like a timeout, really, but still it wasn't like he called his timeout with like 2:35 and it went down to like 2:20 after a couple of plays. That's by the way, that's how I call my timeouts. I call my timeouts right like before the 2-minute warning happens, but right after the play before. Like, I'm not gonna wait till 4 seconds like this guy did. By the way, this is you know what? I would set up a route combo, and I'll show you the route combo that I like down here. But I'm just going to run inside or halfback dive, because, I mean, that look is just money against the run. So, or it's the defense isn't money. It's the run play that's money. Here we're going to go for 2. And there's really no reason behind this, but I just kind of want to score more. I don't know, but if he does get the 2-point if he gets an onside kick, he won't be able to like win the game, I guess. I don't know. I mean, he technically could score 16 points in this game, but whatever. We'll just run it in with Baker. By the way, we only have quick draw on Baker. He doesn't need slinger really. He has a good release and solid hot routes, so I don't really need conductor or slinger, and that'll save me a ton of AP to put on my offensive line, my not my defensive line, my offensive line and my receivers, and my running back has human joystick. Yeah, so join the Discord server. We got, you know, the teams in there. If you have questions on what abilities I have, I'll answer that too. But yeah, so human joystick, slot-o-matic on my 2 receivers. That's amazing. Make sure we shade up here because he's gonna be trying to push the ball down the field. Maybe I should have contained, but that's fine with me taking a drag because the clock's gonna run. And since he only has 1 timeout, all we need to do is let the clock run for about 30 more seconds, and we'll be chilling. So he's gonna run QB power here. Interesting call. Actually, a good call because his blocking lined up and he was able to get out of bounds actually. So not a bad play from him there, but he's still down 15, so it'll be tough for him to get back in this thing if we just keep the lid on the defense. Notice how we're gonna shade down first before shading up, and then shade up with wire triangle up on the right stick. So that the slot corner in cover 3 cloud is automatically in a he's automatically in a purple zone, but then when you shade down he goes into a hard flat, and then when you shade back up he turns into a cloud. So the clouds play corners, posts a little bit better, and the hard flats play like drags, flats, all that kind of stuff a little bit better. So that's just the reason why, and that's like the give and the take between the different zones on the field. We have a cloud on the right, hard flat on the left, and beautiful tackle in. That's what the cloud will do. It'll sometimes bait him to throw it underneath, and in that situation, all we needed to do was tackle him in. I don't care that he got the first down as long as we tackle him in bounds. And that's why that contain is on the QB's strong hand side so that he can't roll out. They're beautiful. That's fine. I'd rather have him catch that ball than drop it because that clock's going to continue to run. We're deep halving the top safety on the non-trip side so that there's no tight end seam streak available. And since you can't put a tight end on a slot fade, which you only could put on slot receivers, that'll also be like worth noting. Okay, Wiggins there, deep zone KO. Again, we have Arden, Key, and Jared Verse at defensive tackle. They have discounted double or nothing, so that lets us have freedom with our top safeties. And this, I mean, we're going to run the ball here and just showcase the run a little bit. But, man, we just really dominated this game after that first half. So I don't think he scored a point in the second half just because of my clock management skills. And, yeah, so he's going to call timeout. I really just want, like, I would kneel it out if this was, like, a pro game. But I want to show you guys, like, let's go to split close pro. And this is what really got me into this scheme in the first place, is this formation. And since the speed bursting is so good, by the way, we have the full tutorial on OG2K's Toolbox. I mean, the scheme is just so good because they have the speed burst, they have all these pass plays too. And I don't really use the pass plays a lot. Like I do, but like there's so much stuff I could be doing with it. And I really got to use them more. I mean, like, actually no, like, I hate to say it, but if the run's going to be open, I'll take the run every play. Here, I think he's in cover 1, so we're going to see if one of these streaks has leverage to the outside. The corners are shaded inside so that we could pass lead it. There we couldn't because actually his, what's it called? We're just going to throw it up to Rice, whatever. Okay. His, he had a middle third, and we want to pass lead the ball to the hip of the DB in man coverage. They're outside, or the hip that they're not playing on the receiver. So since they were playing the outside and they had a middle third on the inside, sorry, it's a, but that's why we couldn't do it there. We're gonna toss it up to Rice. Okay, dropped it, but appreciate you guys for watching the video. Ebook link in the comments. My Twitch also, I'm gonna be streaming a lot, also in the comments in the description as well, and also the Discord server too. Appreciate you guys for coming through. I'll see you guys in the next one.